Today we have a very exciting Clash of Clans episode, Tribe Gaming versus Team Queso. These are the first two professional teams in Clash of Clans. They were the first two teams to make it into the World Finals, and they are going at it with a best of 3 at Gamergy in Madrid. So the first war is kicking off here, 5v5, and you will see every single one of these Town Hall 12 attacks. It is going to be 3 different wars, and we will bring you every single attack in 3 videos across the wars. So let's get into this first match. First up, we have Team Queso coming in against Itsu. What an amazing matchup this is going to be. We have a couple of balloons at the top of the base, just helping to take out that Tesla, aiming to take out the mortar there alongside the bowler. Didn't quite get it and didn't quite set up that funnel. So hence another couple of balloons come in order to try and take that mortar down and force the queen down the other side of the base. We just didn't get it, and so another troop has to come in. Now Itsu will be very happy with this because that is even more troops that have been used. Fortunately, it does go down, and now the rest of the troops start coming in from that western side. So we had a test wall breaker alongside a couple of others in order to try and get the queen in. We've pulled a lava hound out of the CC, which is not going to be ideal for that queen, not to mention that the multi-inferno is going to lock onto them healers pretty soon. Fortunately, they are just out of range here as the queen takes out that lava pup. You will see a minion coming in a second. That is to take out some lava pups and aim to protect the healers, because that is part of the queen charge. However, the lava hound in the CC really is to try and slow down a queen charge, and Itsu is certainly doing that as of right now, trying to get in towards that eagle and towards the queen, but having massive issues here as an air skeleton pops that does even more damage onto the healers. But now the eagle artillery goes down, and with 1.5 minutes left, that is halfway through the attack, the lava loon begins spreading right the way around. I love the use of that stone slammer straight onto the multi-inferno, and look at the wide but very quick deployment of the balloons here, trying to get massive velocity and momentum moving, and we did hit the 50% prior to the town hall, so that means that the Giga Tesla is activated, very much needed in a lava loon attack. Unfortunately for Team Queso, the queen does go down, and that might spell disaster towards the end of the raid. However, you guys know in this single attack format, you have to get the 2 stars and at least a high percentage of that. Team Queso coming straight out here, getting just that. But not only that, it is about 3 stars, and this one looks like it might just fall short. It was really close, and we might just get it. How quickly can the Archer Tower shred through these loons? Can they get it? Can they do it in time? We are ticking down with 10 seconds left. Plenty of minions and lava pups, and what do you know? Team Queso not messing around, kicking off this war with a 3-star. Can Tribe Gaming fight back? So they are straight in here. Mudkey coming in to try and get that 3 stars. Remember, this is a best of 3, but Tribe Gaming really on the back pedal here straight away. They were the first professional team and the first team into the World Finals. Can they get this done? Coming in with the Hog Riders overall, but again a queen charge in order to set that up. Notice the delayed deployment on the healers, waiting until we had checked for any black bombs, everything like that. We needed to make sure that all of them healers stay alive. Again, a lava hound in the CC, that is going to be popular with the surge in popularity of the queen charge, mainly just to slow you down. You've seen how close that first attack was, but Mudkey is certainly charging forward here, going to take out that lava hound, takes out the queen and the multi-inferno. definitely key defenses to get down and continues to come forward. He'll be very happy since that Expo went down, because that really decreased the damage onto the queen there. And when this next Expo goes down, he can relax a little bit. And that's why the king is already starting on that other side of the base. You have to make sure you are not overcomplicating things. What a crazy war that this is going to be. And guys, they are back to back here, not messing around. The queen is going to get that eagle, which means now the deployment of the hog riders can come in, and we are basically making sure we get to 50%. We have to hit that town hall with the hog riders early on. If not, then they could drive straight past it. So here they come from the north of the base. We're at that 50. You only need 51 to activate the Eagle artillery, the Giga Tesla should we say, and the hog riders are easily going to get to that. The Grand Warden at level 40 definitely does a massive boost for your troops. That extra second in terms of the Eternal Tome is massive. And as the hog riders come around here, the queen, very similar to that attack for Team Queso, has gone down, but there are plenty of hog riders left. 2 wizard towers on the back end, which is definitely going to be troublesome here for Mudkey of Tribe Gaming, but he's through the multi. He's got some healers onto the hog riders with 38 seconds left. The healers might be the savior here, but there are some buildings in the center of the base that hog riders would have to take out here. The wizards cannot get into the center quick enough. Now, although he's through the base, we only have 20 seconds to clean up, and I think unfortunately for Mudkey, it is going to be a time fail here. 14 seconds. He's not going to have enough time to get to the clan castle. So close. Following that update, guys, we have came out into this live event with a 3-star and a 96% 2-star. Very good try from Tribe Gaming. Definitely a high percentage. What are Team Queso going to do here? Can they get another 3-star? Another attack coming in for Team Queso. Let's see if they can get another 3-star, which would really put Tribe Gaming on the back pedal here. If the base is going to load. Come on, the most epic war in Clash of Clans, and we have network issues. Here we go, guys. 3 minutes and 25 seconds. We're in. No time for scouting. Straight into this base. The queen with that queen charge. Again, very, very popular, especially with them 5 extra levels. If you haven't practiced a queen charge, you want to be working on it. The king able to very successfully create a funnel with that wizard. The king has a lot of hit points. He's going to absorb a lot of damage. Just put 1 or 2 wizards in there. It will help out massively. That one test wall breaker you did see managed to allow them big bulk of wall breakers through, and the rage spell is going to be needed here to try and pre-heal the queen. It is going to be enough to get through the enemy queen, and a good mix of clan castle troops here. It is going to be tricky for Team Queso to deal with this as they split towards the king and the queen. Very unfortunate there. Eve Maxi definitely getting a good mix. Now, a lot of people always ask me, what is the best clan castle troops? Now, to be honest, you want a mix between your clans. Notice how that first one was a lava hound. This one was a good mix of troops. You want a good variety to keep your opponent guessing, and it really does depend on your base design. The Stone Slammer very successfully going to be able to directly target the multi-inferno. With 3 multi-infernos, you've got to try and get that down before starting a Lalo attack. Team Queso again with the Lalo, and look at the momentum that you're able to gain here. That is what you need to do when you're using a lava loon attack. Do not deploy too slowly. You need that momentum to get through. We are at that 50% to activate the Eagle artillery. I've said it again, it is the Giga Tesla, but as the balloons take that down, the Grand Warden's ability and that extra second is going to help us through and help power towards the multi with the queen still alive. So many balloons up with the Stone Slammer not even popped, and only a few defenses. Team Queso coming out here in Madrid and getting this done. Remember, it is a best of 3. In this video, you will see match number 1, and I will link the next matches as we move through, guys. but another 3-star for Team Queso means that is 2 for 2. Tribe Gaming very close with that 30. First attack, 96%. What can they do in response as Evecheck comes in against base number 5? We have a lava loon in itself. Team Queso being very successful with that. Can they make a response here? Use the same strategy to get it done. Many people were interested in the meta following the update, and it looks like Lalo is definitely a popular choice. Right, we have the king setting up that funnel straight away. Looks like we're going to try and just sui straight in towards the town hall here. We have the battle blimp, which could very easily access the center of the base when deployed correctly in order to get that eagle down very quickly. So in comes them wall breakers to very nicely just bust open that area. Didn't quite get it with the wall breakers, so we are going to need a couple more deployed in, but as long as the queen can get that, that is all what is required. We do have the clone spell down in the army composition you might see, which again, if we were to get that battle blimp into the center, could easily take the queen, the eagle, and look at the chain value that you could get from that. The clan castle in there as well is a high HP structure that you can chain through very nicely. The queen pulls the CC but then goes down. Now that is not ideal here, but we do have the baby dragon and the poison spell in order to get this done. Unfortunately, that baby dragon is going to go down relatively quickly here unless we can get that dragon down. Them couple of archers might have been deployed a little bit too slow, but getting the job done there in order to take out that CC. Very important. Needed that down before any Lalo. Again, look at the momentum that is being created here as we start from each and every angle. There is that battle blimp just sneaking through the center of the base. If you do not have to use the electron strategy in order to create pathing, make sure to use it alongside your lava loon because you can merge it in. You can gain that momentum. You can protect your balloons. Very effective there as the E-Drag continues to come through. We got that eagle, but look at the Tesla farm that pops at the bottom. I think Evecheck was expecting more value from that Electron than he got, having to use the Grand Warden's ability early, and unfortunately coming down to the back end of the base, there is just too much power, and I'm sure he would have wanted a better percentage than that. It is going to close out at around about 70% as he lets the minions and lava pups continue to do work, but it's not going to be a 3-star. It is going to be around about 70%, but we have another live attack coming in from Team Queso, so let's dive straight across to that one because 3 stars are what each and every one of these clashes are going for. All professional players, and Team Queso now definitely in the driving seat. Tribe need to get a defense here. They are going right back at it as well. You might have seen in the bottom left corner another live attack. Let's stick with this one for a second, then we will dive across and see what happened with that. So coming in with the queen charge, again trying to just sneak in towards the CC, the queen, the king and the Giga Tesla, this one being a hog rider attack. Now, for any lava loon attack, you don't really have to worry about the enemy king, but for a hog rider attack, you most certainly do. He's not as difficult as the queen, doesn't do as much damage, but with them ground-based troops, he will certainly shred the hogs quicker than you think. The CC is pulled, and it is a level 9 golem, which is definitely a good defense against a hog rider attack. If you weren't to take that out and the hog riders attacked it at the end, the explosion of the golem might definitely do some damage, so could have definitely been trying to trick the opponent here on this one. But the queen is going to take down the Giga Tesla, puts that rage in to try and take it down quicker and protect the healers at the back of the base. Now comes the slammer to try and take out the multi again with any sort of mass attack. Hog riders it is in this one. You're going to have to try and strip out one of them multi-infernos, otherwise you are going to have a difficult time. Look at the pathing that has been created down this right hand side of the base. The hog riders are in alongside that Grand Warden. uses the ability very quickly to tank an Eagle artillery fire, but notice there was a Tesla farm at the top as well, which definitely helped in taking that out. We have cleanup troops already in at the back of the base. You do not want to time fail, and you need to try and get your hogs to the Eagle. So we did have a couple of hogs trickling in from that left hand side to force the rest of them into the middle. It is looking good here for Team Queso as they move through. The healers on the hogs, the ones at the top have skeletons on them, but they are just about to get that defense. I don't think we're going to get this one though, as the hog riders start to thin out. We have a wizard tower, we have the archer tower, Tesla's cannon. That is a lot of damage there. Let's move across and see what is happening with Sebix of Tribe Gaming. Already has the 2 stars, but unfortunately it doesn't look like that is going to be a 3. So Tribe Gaming now need 2 more defenses, and they need 2 3-stars in order to win this war. There's no other way about it. With the 2 3-stars by Team Queso in the bag, Tribe need to get this done. Remember though, it is a best of 3. This is only the first matchup, so as we look at the scores and the percentage, Tribe Gaming in the lead there, but obviously we do have this one against base number 2, which is going to be added. It is, wow, is it really going to be a 3-star? The hog riders getting that done. I take it all back. I will quickly at the end of the video go through that. In fact, let's do it now before the next live comes in, because I was very shocked to see that one get done. I thought with the cannon, the Teslas and the archer tower, the hogs were going to go down, but Team Queso proving me wrong, and that is going to be victory for them, to be honest, guys, because Tribe Gaming cannot come back at this point. Can they get a perfect war? Let me know down in the comments if you were expecting this and who you expect to win. Again, this is only match number 1. Let me know if you thought that last one was going to be a 3-star as well. Maybe I dove out of it a little early because I knew there was another attack in the background that we had to try and show you guys. On this one, the king, very nicely placed in order to just take out all of them trash buildings on the outside, allows the queen to directly target the archer towers, but also tank the defenses so that the wall breakers could easily come in. A simple Sui hero method here in order to draw the CC. Lovely use of that freeze spell to slow them down, and pops the queen's ability as well, because if she gets distracted on these CC troops before getting the town hall, that would not have gone down. She would have been way too slow. And notice how he didn't want to use the ability on the lava hound either, because you don't want to pop that hound and then have lava pups attacking hog riders. So that was pretty perfectly done if you ask me. We have the stone slammer coming into that top area with the E-drags. I'm not sure they're going to get that much value though with the Tesla farms. Had to have predicted that, but they do get the queen down. Didn't quite get that multi, but the mass hog riders are now spread in. Can the same thing happen? Can it look like it's going to fail? Can there be so many defenses left? More defenses than hog riders, I think. But they still got it done. This is a huge amount of hog riders coming through the base here. That baby dragon just staying alive really does help out, and that the freeze deployment there definitely doing a good job against the mortar, the wizard tower and the archer tower. The goblins coming in as well. If you have any cleanup troops of single capacity, do consider the goblins because they do double damage on resources. And Team Queso are really showing Tribe Gaming what they are made of here, and really giving themselves a good confidence boost moving towards the Clash of Clans World Championship Finals in October. Remember, Tribe were the first team in order to qualify. Team Queso qualifying in that second round. And wow, another 3-star it is going to be. 4 out of 4 for Team Queso. Can they make it a perfect war and get another one? I don't know. Could it be too much to ask for? But that is 4 triples now. I really want to see the end of this attack, but it's not going to happen. Remember, this war is happening live in Madrid as I am showing you these attacks. All of these players, all 10 of them, are in Madrid battling, and we're not going to see the end of that one, guys. You guys know what happened. They got to them final defenses. The Hog Riders somehow stayed alive. Can Eve Maxi give Tribe Gaming a little bit of confidence moving into the next round? They need a 3-star here to pick themselves up. I mean, imagine going into round number 2 knowing that you haven't 3-starred and Team Queso have perfected all of your bases. Not great, but I can tell you right now that I know the guys from Tribe Gaming, they will not be fazed by that. They've been in tricky situations. They have pulled things back from the least of opportunities and when you really didn't expect it. So anything is possible for the guys of Tribe Gaming. Eve Maxi, we did see, have a number of 3-stars in that very first World Championship qualifiers. Easily strips out 25% of the base first thing here, but not quite going to be able to get to that multi-inferno with the Queen. Very unfortunate, but with the Stone Slammer is going to be able to directly target that. Couple of loons first. Clearly, you're thinking there's going to be some black bombs over in that area, and we managed to set one of them off before the Slammer gets onto that multi, but then the sweepers are not pointed to this area, so able to move forward here, and again with the clone spell, able to try and get definite clone value, but needs to try and wait until the archers are down first, so that the E-Drags don't get caught on the archers. Just held that clone spell back that little bit. Now the rage spell comes in. A couple of buildings here that provide good chain value in that of the Eagle Artillery and the Clan Castle. Didn't quite get that far multi, although I'm pretty sure he would have liked to have sniped that off as well. Can the E-Drag get the Expo with the lightning? Not going to happen, but in we come towards the Town Hall. We do have the Tornado Trap very sensibly next to the Town Hall, and the Grand Warden waiting and waiting before pressing that ability to try and help us through that multi-inferno as well. Notice the black bomb didn't quite get that balloon, but again a tricky Tesla farm at the back end here is going to provide troublesome for Eve Maxi. Our Tribe Gaming just building the suspense here, trying to make us think that they might be struggling. I don't think so. In a big situation like this, you would be gunning out for all victories. But it is going to be 1-0 to Team Queso. Match of 3. Team Queso are going to take round number 1, but can they go ahead and get a perfect war? 4 3-stars we have seen. Tribe Gaming haven't quite managed to get that 3, so they really have to pull together as a team here, as we know they can, in order to try and pull this back. They're going to have to win the next 2 matches on the bounce. Can you guys remember that World Championship qualifier when they were so close, but then the enemy team came back and we really thought that it could go pear-shaped, but then under pressure in that final match they got it done to get the golden ticket to the World Finals. So they can do it here, but here come Team Queso for the perfect Hog Riders. It is, has a nice use of the Electro Dragon here to get nice chain value through the base, but didn't quite get as far as predicted. Definitely weakens the Wizard Tower and Expo, but didn't quite get them down. Able to create that funnel very nicely though, as the Queen now comes forward and we have a wall wrecker. Able to press through the base here towards that Town Hall. Even if he doesn't quite get to the Town Hall, he can then start the Hog Riders up from that section, because he's got to be close to that 50% once he gets over to that area. Trying to sneak in a loon there. 1, it tests for black bombs, but 2, it was to try and take out the Tesla and not draw the Queen down to the south. Unfortunately, that did happen, and it delays the Queen for just a second. Not the end of the world, but does mean that he's lost a little bit of tankage here. Brings in that wizard look to try and help take down the lava pups as he needs to protect the wizards, the healers, sorry. But the healers, I thought they were going to swap onto the wizard. That would have been a disaster and really just not what Team Queso need, as they are going for the perfect war. King decided he wanted to go into the base there, but changed his mind and came back out. He's only at 36% here, so the queen has to get a little bit more before putting the hog riders in. He could put a couple of minions at the bottom here in order to help with percentage. However, different to what I thought, he's going to allow the queen to try and get the town hall by himself. The healers just about stay alive, but with that queen's ability, she is going to be able to get that, take the archer tower and the expo, and that is going to mean that the damage onto her is reduced dramatically. And the hog riders now come around the other side of the base. They are taking a lot of damage. Again, you have to try and get to that eagle relatively quickly, which he does have just a couple of hog riders on and able to take that down. This is looking very promising, guys. He does have skeleton spells around the base. The queen, oh, what is she doing? She almost saved herself, but she's stuck in the middle of the base, wanting to take the jump, wanting to move down to the multi. I'm not going to say that that has cost him, because I don't think she had enough to get through the remaining defenses, but a very convincing win here for Team Queso as they go ahead and take the first match over Tribe Gaming. How much percentage is it going to be? Looks like it will be around about just shy of 80%. But there's one more attack. There is one more attack for Tribe Gaming. They saved Itsu until last. So in comes Itsu. Itsu has started making English commentating videos. So if you want to see that, I will be sure to link his channel down below. But here he comes in with that P.E.K.K.A. to very successfully create the funnel and take down that archer tower. Unfortunately, it does get stuck on the wall here. Not quite what he would have wanted, but it is tanking a couple of expos. I'm not sure they would even be in range of the queen. They wouldn't be. And the slammer able to come in towards the wizard tower, very successfully able to test for a couple of black air bombs there before putting in the healers. A very nice touch. Didn't have to use the loons because he wanted the slammer onto the multi, so he knew he didn't have to get far. Even with that black bomb, it really didn't make that much of a difference. Again, a lava hound in the CC. It is going to be a popular clan castle choice now because of the queen charges, able to just slow down the queen as she comes into the base. Nice start here for Itsu. Managed to get that funnel created, managed to take out that side of the base, already taking out a multi-inferno and a number of splash, and hog riders is his method of choice. Notice the archer down on the bottom here. That again is to help with time, but I bet he's already got the town hall in mind here, whether he needs to make sure it is activated, assuming that his queen might get there, but also if she doesn't, if for whatever reason she went down, he has a backup plan here, as he's already got the percentage close to 51 in that the town hall would be activated, and he could then send the hog riders straight onto that for the 2-star. Always having plans in the back of your mind as to how you could shift your attack, change your plan in order to get it done. But the queen is going to get that down, puts that rage spell in preparation for when the queen gets next to the archer queen, and in come the hog riders. So yes, he could have placed them onto that town hall, but with only 1 minute left, what is going to happen here? Successfully has the queen locked onto the archer queen, has to press that ability, which I don't think he wanted to use, but in terms of time, had to be used any moment. As she comes forward, hog riders do actually get a boost there from the healers, because the queen, she now really doesn't need the healers. The hog riders are ahead of her. They are taking the damage. They are taking out the defenses. The queen is in no danger right now. So the healers swapping to the hogs really is the ideal choice here for Itsu. Can Tribe Gaming rescue something here and get a 3? The Tesla farm really takes down them wizards super quick. The healers on the hogs are working nicely, but with 10 seconds left, unfortunately, it is going to be a time fail. A little bit something something to celebrate in that all of the defenses were down. The plan worked well. It was just a matter of cleanup. 91% for Itsu, and as the war closes out, Team Queso go 1-0 up, 14-10 with a 95% total destruction. Let me know down in the comments if you were quite thinking this, but that is the first match. That is 1-0 to Team Queso. There are 2 matches left, and we're going to bring you these into future videos. So it will be a little mini series of 3. I really want to see the final parts of this attack before we close out. And guys, I will be sure to link a video at the end here that will be fantastic for you guys to watch. And then as we move through, you will be able to watch the next one. So once we have recorded and uploaded, yeah, so they just about got through it. Once we have recorded and uploaded round 2, you will see that video popping up right here. So go ahead and click it so you can see if Tribe Gaming can come back. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.